People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now. Welcome to the American Dream.
The American Dream.
You're watching The American Dream.
The American Dream.
Showing you the real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
Let's get this party started right now.
Let's go do this.
It is heating up once again.
We're the Davids going up against the Goliath. Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts.
The staple of the neighborhood. Can't wait to present it to you.
It's all about lifestyle.
In your community.
That's what this show, The American Dream, is all about. Cheers to your American Dream.
With American Dream TV and Selling Coastal, and today we're actually doing a spin on things and looking for ourselves house hunting at Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida.
Hey, Rhonda.
Hey, Jennifer. Rhonda Gailey, nice to meet you. This is my husband, Rich.
Rich, nice to meet you. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hello.
Welcome in to my new listing.
Okay, come on. So tell me about this place.
Great. As you know, fabulous location. You're in Ponte Vedra Beach, centrally located, probably 10 minutes from the heart of actual Ponte Vedra Beach, 15, 20 minutes from downtown St. Augustine, 90-foot oceanfront lot.
Okay.
ICF construction. This home is 6 feet above the high tide water line, which is amazing.
You were asking me about that.
Very nice, high and dry. It's a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath, almost 4,200 square feet, and almost everything's been updated.
Sounds great. Yeah, love it.
All right, so I wanted to show you the kitchen. Obviously, it's centrally located between the formal family room, dining room with, of course, the Atlantic Ocean taking center stage.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So you have, sub-zero refrigerator, you have your oven, warming drawer, just really, truly like a chef's delight kitchen. Tons of storage. I think you'd mentioned you have a lot of built-ins over there.
Yeah. And is this the elevator?
This is the elevator.
Okay.
Yes. So you can take this up from the first floor,
nice.
and it goes right up to the third floor retreat as well.
This is huge and amazing with views.
Yeah, the primary suite is amazing. It takes up the entire north side of the house, third floor. You have an oceanfront balcony. You have a Juliet balcony looking west. You can catch the amazing sunsets. Brand new spa-like resort-style bathroom, a walk-in closet, and obviously this is huge space.
Wow. Yep. This is a stunning view.
Yeah, it's truly panoramic.
Yes.
It's amazing. And not only do you have the panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean, you have a nice big yard that's fully fenced in, flat. Not sure if you have fur babies or not, but this is a fabulous spot. 3, okay.
Yeah, 3 poodles, 3 big ones.
Wow, well they will love it. It's fully fenced, flat, and then you have this playground, and then obviously you have the ocean for their second playground.
Well, this home was beautiful. Let's go check out the next one, which isn't on the ocean, but in Guana Preserve. Let's go take a look.
Hey, welcome to 24 Guana. Good to see you again.
Gosh, this
Come in.
So beautiful.
This house exudes sophistication, elegance, charm, you name it, this house has it. So Rhonda, I really wanted to show you how beautiful the dining room, family room, it's such a warm, organic home. It truly is.
I love all the mix of the materials.
Yes.
For sure. Like
Yes.
you've got the beachy vibe on the lighting, but then you've got the wood flooring and all the colors. It's definitely my style.
Yeah, the owners have done an incredible job blending old world, new world, trendy, classic. They've just done an amazing job.
Boho.
Yes, yes, very. And then of course you have this amazing custom kitchen. So I'm super excited to show you the primary suite. I mean, it is truly
gorgeous.
luxurious, vaulted tongue and groove ceilings. You have a huge basket weave type chandelier and just privacy. So just absolutely amazing. And I have to show you this primary bathroom.
Yes,
I'm not sure I would ever leave. His and her sinks. You have, again, the honed marble. You have a matte resin soaking tub. All the fixtures are antique brass fixtures.
Oh, how nice. I see that now.
Yep, amazing. I mean, the lighting, it's just so ethereal in here, in my opinion.
It is.
So, very pretty.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yes. They're actually still waiting on some of the reclaimed brick from Chicago to finish their fireplace. Their
Okay,
fireplace.
gotcha. And the views from the balcony, you've got that,
Yes.
and then you've got the apartment above the garage.
And what's really nice, again, you have the Spanish shellstone pavers that are nice. Your feet don't burn, but you have the saltwater pool, and they perfectly situated the house so that you're not in full sun all day.
Oh, I was gonna ask that.
Yep.
Okay.
There's always a part of the pool deck that has some shade to it.
Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push over limits with you right now.
Ponte Vedra, Florida has so many things to offer. Clearly, we now have some decisions to make. We're back at our office here in Jacksonville, Florida, and about to have dinner out on the water. I'm Rhonda Gailey for Selling Coastal with American Dream TV.
Gotta get it right now. Yeah, push over limits with you right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jamie Gillard, your host for the American Dream Selling Florida.
And I'm Yvonne Glisson, your co-host today.
We are here in Homestead, Florida with an amazing show and an amazing man.
We're at the home of Roger Hammer, award-winning naturalist, author, photographer, and notably one of the most influential people of all time on all things the Everglades.
Yeah, I mean, I was at Fairchild Shop Upper Garden, and there was a brand new book that came out, and there was a big pile of them in the bookstore, and it was The Native Orchids of Florida, it was 1972. And I'd never thought about native orchids in Florida. I grew up in Cocoa Beach, Florida, and I vaguely was familiar with the butterfly orchid, which is a common species. And here, this book with 102 orchids in it, and I'm thinking, where did those come? Where are those at? And so I bought the book because I wanted to find these orchids. So there was this one orchid that intrigued me the most. It was a little tiny orchid. In fact, it's called the tiny orchid. And botanically, it's called Lepantopsis melanantha. And it's a little orchid that stands no more than, an inch and a half tall. The flowers are maybe a 16th of an inch wide. And Lord described it as growing in the most inaccessible recesses of the Fakahatchee Swamp.
Wow.
I thought, okay,
That's the one you want.
It's like
I've got to go find these.
the needle in the haystack. Yeah, literally.
It took 5 years of exploring until I finally laid eyes on one.
What's the code you'd have to want?
You'd have to want something badly enough to go looking for it in the Fakahatchee Swamp.
You are part of Naked and Afraid because I love the show, although I would never ever want to be on it. I couldn't imagine, but
Me neither.
I know it's been 17 seasons. When did you start with them?
I don't really know when that was. It's been 8 or 10 years ago. Again, I got a phone call. They were wanting somebody to do film an episode over in Collier County, directly across from the Fakahatchee Swamp, and that's how they got my name. The Naked and Afraid people, they picked the site then I pick where on that site they should camp to be able to find food.
But you're actually out there to help keep these people alive.
They put me up in a motel. They pay me $300 a day.
You don't have to be naked.
No.
So, Roger, man, you've had quite the legacy, and obviously you are probably the number one expert and know-it-all on the Everglades. But you've got an amazing property here, and I want to kind of show the audience, your home from the exterior, the jungle, as you call it. There's very few properties or homes that are recognized with this kind of prestige, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you don't get too many around in Miami, but not
like this. I don't know what you think, but I just think this was an incredible day, and it's going to be one of the most memorable days of my life.
Absolutely, mine too. I lived in Florida for 13 years, and I had no knowledge of any of this.
Yeah.
And the beauty and all the amazing things that we saw today, and we learned today from Roger.
Yeah, what a man. He's amazing. So,
amazing.
Yeah. Well, audience, I hope you enjoy the show, and until next time, this is Jamie Gillard, your host, and life takes you many places. I bring you home.
Welcome back to my neighborhood, Jupiter Farms. Last time we were here, we rode some horses, we toured some sprawling luxury real estate. What we're doing today, though, what I can tell you, it's about to get wild. Bush Wildlife is one of Jupiter Farms' newest community members, but also one of the most celebrated because of their dedication to the area's OG original community members, the wildlife.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how's it
Welcome.
going?
Thank you so much for coming over today.
Thanks for having us.
This is Bush Wildlife Sanctuary, and I know you're not here just to see me, so.
It's all about the animals.
That's right. Ready?
Yes, let's go.
All right. We have a twofold mission. We started in 1983 as primarily a wildlife hospital. So taking in sick, injured, orphaned wild animals, and we really focus on those that are native to the state of Florida. And pretty quick, it became evident that majority of the patients, up to 90% of them, are impacted by humans. What we're doing as a hospital is kind of a Band-Aid for a much bigger problem, which is education. And that's when we launched the education portion of the program. And that really, hopefully, will be more of a cure than the Band-Aid that the hospital portion is. We have 4 pillars here at Bush Wildlife: rescue, rehab, release, and educate. But unfortunately, Viho doesn't really know he's an owl. He never learned how to hunt. He never learned how to take care for himself. And so we looked at release, was not an option for him. So the next best thing is to educate. So sorry, we have a little construction going on today too. We're building our new flight habitat. That is where they will go to practice their flying, get their feathers weatherproof.
They will have that giant space. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's 120 feet by 50 feet, 18 feet tall.
So tell me all of the ways that someone can support Bush Wildlife.
We run solely on donations, and that's whether you bring an animal in for help or you're just coming here to enjoy the sanctuary. So, of course, monetarily, there's many ways. Our hospital, we're always in need of newspaper for lining the enclosures, pillowcases that we transport snakes in. So sometimes it really doesn't cost people anything to still help out in conservation mission and conservation efforts.
We have this big Wine in the Wild event coming up tonight, and it's getting to that point where we should probably go glam up.
I know.
So I guess
bundle up.
And bundle up.
It's going to be a cold one this year.
It is. So I guess I'll see you right back here tonight.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We are back at Bush Wildlife Sanctuary, and this time we are all dolled up for their annual Wine in the Wild event. Now, this is an evening with a mission for wildlife conservation and rehabilitation and environmental education. So join me while we have an enchanting evening under the stars. Now, George, I understand you're the person who designed this place. Tell me about what was that process like for you?
I got a call from Amy. We went and met. She had some grid paper. She kind of had a sketch of what she thought she was wanting to do. And then I took that. I went to my house because we weren't working at that time in the offices. And I laid out the entire thing. This original sketch is in her office.
So now that you've seen it come to life, how does this make you feel?
This is, it's emotional. It's so great. They do such a great job with the animals and the wildlife and education.
Now, you've been looking forward to this event for a long time. What does it take? How long does it take to plan this event? Tell me everything, all the details.
Sure. So we've actually been planning this for the last 364 days. So we basically announced our 2025 date at the conclusion of last year's Wine in the Wild. And we're happy to say this is our 6th annual. Sold out. 350 guests. We have an amazing staff. We have amazing volunteers, amazing sponsors to thank for this. It really takes a village. And I'm so glad you guys are here.
We're pumped to be here. Well, there you have it. That wraps up another episode of The American Dream, celebrating those that make a positive difference not only in the community, but this time in the environment as well. Now I'm going to go join the party.
Welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, Kim Winters, and tonight we are going to see the most unique, heartwarming show you've ever seen. Why? Because the stars of the show, well, they have tails and they have whiskers. I'm with the amazing Acro-Cats. They're a traveling show of cats. They go all over. They have an extreme love of music. At the end of the show, after we see all the tricks, we are going to see the world's only all-cat band. And I am going to be with Annie. That will be my cat. I will be up on the stage there, and Annie's going to be playing the chimes. So enjoy the show. You'll absolutely love it. Well, I'm here with the amazing Acro-Cats, and this is Amanda. Hello. This show is so cute. I volunteered the other day, and I'm doing it again tonight. I'll be on stage. Tell us about your organization. It's a really great cause.
Raw Cats Rescue. We believe in saving cats one click at a time. We believe that if you clicker train your cat, it not only stimulates them, but it helps to increase your bonds. When you're teaching your cat and training them to do cool things like high fives or recalling them to their carrier, when you're spending that quality time with them, you're building a deeper relationship. So this is not a cat that you're gonna have to give up if you're moving. You're not going to, ever break that bond with your cat just because you're spending that quality time with them.
And now the organization, how long has it been around? 20 years?
Samantha's been doing this for 20 years, and we travel the country. So not only are we putting on these cute performances, we partner with rescue partners and we give them a portion of the proceeds. So it's animals helping animals, as well as we foster and we adopt out kittens. So it's saving those lives too.
I believe some of the shelters, you're letting them learn how to do the clickers?
Yep, we'll have events at different shelters and places to not only get our message out there, but to help get those cats adopted too. Because if a cat gives you a high five at the shelter, that cat's way more adoptable. So it's something unique.
Like I said, this show is so amazing. They have a website. You could go to the website, follow them, then you could go see their show. You could go online and buy some of the clickers. And if you buy the catnip toys, buy one for each cat because they're very jealous. I found that out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everybody enjoy. Welcome to Boca Raton, where waterfront living meets coastal elegance. Today, we're going to take a look at this beautiful waterfront home. So now, if you're living in cold weather and dreaming of sunshine, this is the perfect opportunity to experience living in South Florida. This property is available for lease. Let's take a look inside. This two-story home offers 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths with a 3-car garage. There is also an elevator. The house is on the water and plenty of room to bring your yacht. The spacious living areas are flooded with natural light, creating an inviting, ideal atmosphere for both relaxing and entertaining. This gourmet kitchen is a chef's dream with high-end appliances, custom cabinetry, and sleek design, perfect for cooking a delightful meal. As you step outside, you're in your own tropical paradise. The expansive patio, sparkling pool, and private dock providing the ultimate setting for outdoor entertaining. This home is designed for those who love to live in luxury. And when it's time to unwind, the primary suite offers a private retreat, a spa-like bathroom, a walk-in closet that is the size of a room, nothing short of extraordinary. In the morning, you can go out on your private balcony with your coffee and enjoy the sunrise and the beautiful intercoastal views. Well, that's a wrap of this episode of American Dream. I hope you enjoyed this tour, and what about those amazing cats? I mean, where can you see cats on a saxophone and on the drums? And I was lucky enough to go on stage with Annie. She was perfect, and she was on the chimes. So check them out. You could follow them on social media, find out where they are, go see their show, and if they're not in your town, you can always buy a clicker, train your cat, and maybe your cat will be the next superstar on stage. Keep dreaming big. I'm Kim Winters, and I will see you on the next episode. Welcome to American Dream TV, your ultimate destination for the perfect blend of culture, lifestyle, and real estate. I'm your host, Joanna Petrotoni. Today we are diving into the world of interiors and building designs. First, we will head on over into Clive Daniels, who is known for their exquisite interiors in home furnishings. Then we will head over to Waterside, Wild Blue, to see a spectacular John Cannon home. Get ready to be inspired by innovation and the allure of high-end living. Inspiration starts here, so let's go. Clive Daniel Home is a company of seasoned design professionals with innovative ideas and over 100 years of on-site, on-time, and on-budget experience in hospitality, commercial, and residential interior design. The company was founded on the principle of providing world-class results with exceptional service and support that clients can imagine their perfect design and then turn it into reality with confidence and ease. We are here with one of the designers at Clive Daniels, Rose DiLorenzo. Thank you for having us, Rose.
Welcome, Joanna, and American Dream TV. Happy to have you.
And Clive Daniels, what was the inspiration of this store?
Detuscanizing, 100%. We're bringing a more modern take on the traditional coastal.
Rose, as a realtor, I am also an interior designer, and I can't imagine being surrounded by all this beautiful interiors all day. So what is your favorite design to work with?
I am actually very eclectic. being an artist and having a construction background myself. So I do like mixing the old with the new, the traditional with anything from Hollywood Regency to coastal even, and contemporary in between. So as crazy as that sounds, I love the challenge of making it all come together and work and curated for each client in mind.
Thank you so much for sharing with us today and inviting us into this exquisite world.
Thank you.
I am here with Kelly Smith, one of the designers of the John Cannon Pindari model. Kelly, what was your inspiration behind the design of that model?
Well, the architecture of the home is what we wanted to call a modern farmhouse. So that started the inspiration automatically. And I wanted to bring in some organic elements, some textures, stone, the wood, this beautiful ceiling in there, as well as the lighting, to give it kind of a modern twist, give that farmhouse modern twist to
Great.
it. Yes.
We look forward to showing it to our viewers. We are now here to view this spectacular home built by John Cannon, the Pindari model. We are here today at John Cannon Homes with Jason and Jackie. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming, Joanna, and American Dream TV. This is the Pindari model by John Cannon Homes.
It is a dream. Thank you for joining us for another episode here on American Dream TV. I've been your host, Joanna Petruccioni, bringing you the best of what Southwest Florida has to offer. Keep on chasing your American dream. Until next episode.
We're Mo and Sam Franklin, your hosts of the American Dream TV. And today we are super excited to host our second annual No Place Like Home community event.
This event is about empowering our community with the knowledge and resources that we can make housing more affordable, accessible, and obtainable right here in St. Petersburg.
Let's go check it out.
Absolutely.
Hope y'all are off to a good new year. We've all had a really stressful and difficult 4 months, but by the grace of God, we're back on our feet and back to the business of our city. I want to thank Mo and Sam for putting this together.
came looking for specific information, but everything that we got around here complemented and supplemented the information that we were looking for. So it was fantastic for us. We really liked it.
Hi, it's Jessica Jolie, also known as Nurse Jolie. I am so grateful to be here at No Place Like Home because the motto of this function is to ensure that everyone has a home despite their circumstance. So that's why I'm here. I'm a nursing nomad. I was out and about. I graduated from St. Petersburg College. I'm still here pursuing my AA, and I happened to bump into someone who inquired about this event. And because I'm always seeking something, I said, hey, tell me more. And the next thing you know, I'm here. So faith without works is dead. We cannot focus on what we do not have. We have to focus on what is available through us or to us by faith. And that is why I'm here. I'm here in faith, believing that I will have a home for myself one day in the name of Jesus. And even if it isn't my time, I understand that I am a reservoir for somebody else to ensure that it is their time. So I have a lot of information. They have excellent resources for nurses like me, 0 down payment, and I'm just optimistic to seize what belongs to me. That's it. Thank you.
Wow, another great event, Mo.
It was a great event. No Place Like Home, highlighting resources to make homes more accessible, affordable, and sustainable. We're your hosts, Mo and Sam, bringing you the best of real estate, lifestyle, and culture right here in St. Petersburg.
So until next time, keep dreaming big and making those dreams a reality.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.